It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, here's Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up...
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yeddon picks it. And he'll bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They got a man, it's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
46 yards.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a run with Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game. Looking to start for runs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Logan Ryan, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
At the 26-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle by Toronto.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On 2nd and 9, Jones, catch made by Slayton.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but
he's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Robert Woods, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Blankenship for the extra point.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up third down.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
20-yard line.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 53 yards.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll try and run forward quickly. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Barkley trying to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Giants 17, Rams 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford now to throw. Going up top for Cup. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
3-yard pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Julian picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Their throw complete to Cam Akers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Barkley, a first down and more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Complete to Saquon.
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 40-yard line.
Jones going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. You're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And able to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's got daylight.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct. Both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, look at that.
Look at him turn.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a toe.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From a yard out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Comes up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. A penalty flagged in. So they touched over with 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. They're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
Open man has got it, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd down, Barkley.
If you were me, you would
take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Throwing again is Stafford. And as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again, Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.